Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the times when Bleach characters showcase their power or otherwise asserted dominance over others. Number 10. Yamamoto throws hands. Walking inferno that he is, Captain Commander Yamamoto is a force to be reckoned with. Of course, like everything else, Aizen has a plan for him. He reveals that one device, a strange absent-minded Arrancar, has been specifically engineered to seal away Yamamoto's fiery Zanpakuto. Since Yamamoto is left without his strongest weapon, Aizen is assured of his victory. However, Yamamoto proceeds to beat one device with his bare hands. The 1,000-year-old Shinigami has been the strongest for a long time for good reason, and his Zanpakuto is only a part of the reason why. Even if one device could speak, he'd be speechless. Number 9. Hachi turns the tables on Baragon. Baragon is easily one of the most terrifying Espada. His ability, Respira, can rot away basically anything. He also survives the Zanpakuto equivalent of a point-blank nuke to the face. However, Baragon makes the mistake of using Respira against Hachi. The unassuming Vizard may get his arm disintegrated away, but he's a barrier expert. Hachi places his arm in a barrier and then sends it into Baragon's stomach. The pink mustachioed man pulls the ultimate big brain Uno reverse. Hachi can't defeat him, so he uses Baragon's own overwhelming power to do it. Congrats, you played yourself. Number 8. Kenpachi's eye patch. Speaking of overwhelming power, Zaraki Kenpachi is strength personified. The battle-hungry Shinigami captain obtained his position through raw physical power and unreal spiritual energy. During several of his battles, Kenpachi's foes managed to tear off his eye patch. But, in addition to an undamaged eye, they unleash his true spiritual pressure. Kenpachi loves revealing to his opponents that his eye patch seals a large portion of his enormous spiritual energy. He deliberately weakens himself so that he can enjoy fights longer and actually struggle. If making yourself weaker just so your opponent stands a chance isn't a flex, then what is? Number 7. Ichigo takes Aizen elsewhere. Aizen loves to flex on other characters throughout Bleach. So it's fitting that when Ichigo finally arrives to put an end to the villain, the protagonist gets to flex on him in return. Ichigo arrives just in time to save his friends from Aizen, debuting a new badass look. However, while he may look stronger, he doesn't seem to be giving off any spiritual pressure. But senses can deceive, as Ichigo decides that he and Aizen should fight elsewhere. And then enforces that decision by grabbing Aizen by the face and leaping a few miles to a nearby wasteland. The absolute disrespect is a wonder to behold. Number 6. Ichigo blitzes 3 lieutenants. Ichigo makes a flashy entrance to save Rukia, and then entrusts Renji to help her get to safety. The Shinigami don't take that lying down though. The captains send 3 lieutenants in pursuit. However, Ichigo stands in the way. The Shinigami all release their Zanpakuto. After planting his own Zanpakuto in the ground, Ichigo proceeds to take all 3 of them out in one hit with his bare hands, as if to say, I don't even need a sword to beat you all. Treating Shinigami one step below captain level like fodder, and not even using his sword against them, is a massive flex. Number 5. Ulquiorra makes Ichigo feel despair. Espada Ulquiorra Cypher utterly dominates Ichigo whenever the two encounter each other. Ichigo can't seem to overcome the pale deadpan villain, no matter what he does. After Ulquiorra enters his Resurrection form, he proceeds to give Ichigo a complete beatdown, even in Ichigo's strongest form. However, after noticing that he hasn't dropped his sword in the face of his clearly superior power, Ulquiorra decides to make him feel true despair. He unleashes his unique second Resurrection form. Ulquiorra is already winning, but he releases his true power just to rub Ichigo's nose in it. Number 4. Kenpachi makes Gremmy imagine defeat. This paragon of Shinigami strength faces many powerful opponents, but the one with perhaps the most broken ability is Quincy Sternritter, Gremmy. Gremmy can make whatever he imagines into reality. You'd think that would make Gremmy unbeatable, but this is Kenpachi we're talking about. Throughout their fight, Kenpachi repeatedly defies Gremmy's expectations, from cutting a meteor, to surviving the vacuum of space, to escaping unscathed from explosions or a hail of gunfire. Kenpachi is just him. He's so him, in fact, that Gremmy tries to imagine surpassing him, but can't. Now that's a flex, making someone who can make anything he imagines into reality believe it's impossible to overcome you. Number 3. Aizen trolls everyone. Not only is Aizen a brilliant mastermind and story-breakingly powerful, he's also a grade A troll. Confronted by Shinigami captains past and present in the fake Karakura town, Aizen looks like he's outnumbered and outgunned. That is, until he proceeds to easily and rapidly defeat each and every one of them. Cutting them down, throwing them into each other. Even when they briefly look like they've got the upper hand, it's just Aizen hypnotizing them into attacking one of their own. He may supposedly have shared rank with some of them, but this exchange serves to prove just how far beyond them Aizen is. Number 2. Ichigo runs circles around Byakuya. Ichigo's first time releasing his Bankai is incredible. Bankai! The hype alone is a flex. However, after revealing his surprisingly simple Bankai form, Ichigo proceeds to seemingly teleport to Byakuya and hold his Zanpakuto to his throat.
どういう報いを受けるのかをな。
Now, he could have won the fight right then and there, but in a further flex of his newly obtained power, Ichigo proceeds to literally run rings around Byakuya, outspeeding the stoic Shinigami captain and his tiny dancing blades. Ichigo doesn't want to just beat him, he wants to one-up the arrogant Shinigami first. Before we unveil our top pick, here's a few honorable mentions. Ichigo blocks the Sokyoku, a blade said to hold the power of 1 million Zanpakuto, and Ichigo blocks it with 1.
Yeah.
Ichigo calls an ambulance, but not for him. Those punks are gonna need medical attention, for this epic burn at the very least.
1、2、3、4、5。5台。
Ichigo slices a mansion. He didn't have to miss.
悪い。外した。次は当てる。
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure to go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Aizen holds up a finger. When Aizen is unmasked as the big bad behind it all, it's basically an excuse for the seemingly humble captain to flex on everyone. His pursuit of Rukia sees a wounded Renji and Ichigo team up to save her. While even they admit it's unlikely that they can win, they still believe that they can create an opening. Ichigo charges Aizen, his theme music blaring, at least until Aizen stops both Ichigo's theme and his sword with just a single finger. At this moment, Ichigo isn't number 1, Aizen is. This feels like a flex not only on Ichigo, but also on the viewer for thinking Ichigo had a chance.
Ichigo.
Did we miss your favorite flex? Let us know in those comments below.
この上なく単純な力の強化。今の私は何者よりも強大な力にゃ。 ほらな。退屈だろ。
Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips from WatchMojo and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.